Whoa! So what's going on? Totally new setup. I don't know how it sounds on that end. Just let me know in the chat. If it sounds shitty, let me know. I'll work on it. And but we'll see what's going down. So anyway, it's a new first in a long line of new streams that are going to be coming, and we're going to be talking about a whole bunch of the same shit, but a lot of new shit too. The new stream, we're changing new streams. We're going to change the focus. I'm getting back to streaming. I haven't done a lot of streaming in the last year and a half or so, almost 2 years. And it's just because I've been super fucking busy. But I've decided to start putting the focus back into streaming so that I can connect with you guys again. It'd be cool and it'd be fun. And we're going to do a lot of cool, fun stuff. So the focus on the channel is changing from a lot of Line 6 content to a lot of just music content in general. We'll probably be doing some, we'll be talking about gear. We're not so much going to be doing like gear reviews, but we're going to be talking about gear. We're going to talk about recording. We're going to talk about getting good guitar tone. We're going to talk about playing. We're going to talk about technique. If it's got to do with music, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about the hottest trends in music now and new artists, new bands, all that good fun stuff. So I just want to get back to the focus being on music instead of specific pieces of gear. I went down that Line 6 road for a while, and it painted me into a corner that I didn't really feel like being in. Sure, it grew my YouTube channel massively. We're almost at 3,000 total subscribers now, but I want to get the focus back to just music in general and less about, the Line 6 content. I sold my Podgo probably a year after I got it. Moved on to a Helix, had a Helix for a while, and then I bought myself a Kemper, and I pretty much haven't looked back since. Still got a bunch of tube amps in the studio, as always, but right now the Kemper's kind of my main thing. When recording, we're using real amps into a bunch of 2 Notes products. We got a Captor X and a Captor M that we use, and a Cab M that we use. Still using, Two Notes IRs, my own personal IRs that I made. So let's talk about the social media thing first of all. So my studio has been hella busy. I've been working a lot with some local artists and a couple fairly known artists, and things just got really, really crazy for the last almost 2 years, and I just haven't had time to really focus enough on social media. In addition, I started a record label. Me and my buddy Jeff Duncan from Armored Saint, we started a record label. Last you guys had heard, we had just released Jeff's first record, Wanderlust, which was an all-instrumental guitar record, which we released after going through 5 other labels to try and get it released. We finally said the hell with it, and we're going to do it ourselves, and we've been running the label ever since. Since then, we've picked up a couple new artists. Local guy by the name of Dominic Muzio, who writes some amazing tunes, kind of like if you took Ween, the Foo Fighters, classic Nirvana, Pearl Jam, and 80s goth rock and mixed it all in a salad bowl and threw in a smattering of Jay Mascis from Dinosaur Jr., you'd get kind of what he's going on. If you want to check it out, you can go over to YouTube Music, Spotify, any of the big places, and look up Dominic Muzio, Candy for a Funeral, and that's the name of the record, and you'll see what we've done. There's also some videos on YouTube. Just look for Dominic Muzio, Muzio, and you can check that stuff out. In addition, we've also signed a band named Atomic Kings. Atomic Kings consists of Greg Gbson, who used to be the bass player with Badlands, Jakey Lee's old band. He also played in Red Dragon Cartel for a bit with Jake. Did some touring with them. I'm not sure if he I don't think he recorded the bass on either record. I think that was a different guy. I don't remember off the top of my head. But so it's got Ryan McKay from a band that you guys should know from the early 2000s called the Crash Street Kids. It's 2 other guys, vocalist Ken Ronk and drummer Jimmy Taft. It's kind of like 70s Humble Pie meets Zeppelin meets UFO. Just good old late 70s, early 80s hard rock with some kind of fusiony and bluesy elements. Really great killer stuff. Really proud of this record. Sounds absolutely phenomenal. So check that out. That's another artist that we have over on Tone House now. I released a new album in 2021 that was for a friend of mine who has a belly dance troupe, and they do what's called heavy metal belly dance. So as you guys know, I'm really into the Middle Eastern music thing, and I wrote an entire metal album based around that kind of sound and the hand drum grooves and things like that for them to dance to. You can check that out. That's on all the major streaming platforms. Just look up Stygian Collective Soundtrack or Stygian Collective Official, and you will find it. It's killer music, a lot of fun. Some of it's got a cool Devin Townsend-y vibe. Some of it's straight up thrashy. There's a song on there that kind of sounds like Ghost, which is kind of cool. It was just to try and do a real diverse, new kind of thing than what I've typically been doing. So that pretty much covers musical endeavors for the last 2 years. And we're going to talk about what I'm going to be really doing moving forward. So moving forward, because the studio and label have been so busy, I'm moving away from doing anything really live. So I won't be playing live anymore. There's locally here in Vegas, there's really just no great money in it. Unless you're in one of the big shows, and that just takes up too much time, and I don't have the time to get involved in stuff like that. I have a lot of friends that do it, and I know how much time it takes up in their schedule. And with the studio schedule, how it's been for the last year or two, I just haven't had time to really focused on playing live. I've done a couple things here and there, filled in with a couple friends' bands when other guys couldn't make it. But other than that, there's nothing permanent coming from a live standpoint. There's a new musical project I have going on that's going to be pretty much a studio project. Might possibly play some live shows once we get some music released. Possibly. It's a slim, slim chance. Everybody that's in that band is extremely busy touring with other stuff. And I don't think there's going to be time to do many shows. You know, maybe a one-off here or there, but nothing really major. My other focus as far as the social media thing is I'm just kind of done with Facebook. Facebook's just become a land of absolute toxicity and garbage. I'm not doing Twitter anymore. Instagram, I'm kind of on if you want to keep up with some updates and stuff. But mainly my focus for social media is going to be here on YouTube and on Twitch. So those are going to be my two focuses moving forward. There'll be some minor content posted on Instagrams, letting you know when there's upcoming streams and things of that nature. But I'm not going to really be doing the typical Facebook posting daily social media thing. I'm just kind of tired of it. It takes up a lot of time, and it's really not something I'm really interested in doing anymore. I just have way too much other stuff going on to be focused on who's my friend on Facebook and who's not, and who's saying what, and what gossip is going on, and what trash, and who's talking shit about who. And I'm over it. Sick of it. Just I have no time for it in my life anymore. No, zero time. So that's where social media is going moving forward. I'm going to be trying to stream 3 days a week. Most likely it's going to be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So Mondays you will catch streams starting at 10 a.m. Wednesdays about 10:15-ish. And Fridays, same thing, probably around 10:15-ish. Every Monday, every Wednesday, and every Friday. We're going to start talking about, my gear, my philosophies with my gear, and then move on to, as the channel grows and people get more interactive, we'll do Q&A sessions. You can ask about gear, you can ask about recording, you can ask about pretty much anything you want. So that's where our focus is going to move to for the rest of this year and hopefully for the future. We may do some additional recording live streams depending on some of the artists that come in and if they're interested in doing things like that. So I got a couple upcoming recordings coming in this year. I have some stuff going on with Duncan again. I have some stuff going on with a vocalist to be named. I have some stuff going on. Atomic Kings already talked about doing a second record. I have stuff I have almost finished with the new Cyanide record with Rob Hussey. We got a new 5-song EP coming from Dominic Muzio as well. Probably not before the end of the year, probably be the beginning of next year, just because of the way things are working out timing-wise. Right now we're in pre-production. Dominic's actually going to be here at noon today, and we're gonna start working on another new tune, writing, arranging, and getting all the sounds and pre-production stuff together for that song. So other than that, that's what's been going on, and that's what we're looking at moving forward. I'm just at a point where I'm kind of done with the typical social media thing, and I want to have more of a focus where people can learn stuff and do things instead of just, dicking around and joking around all the time. With that being said, let's talk about my new, well, it's not really new. I've had it for about 3 months. My new toy, my new Gbson Les Paul Gold Top. It is the tribute version of the Gold Top. It is pretty amazing. And as you can see, for those of you that know this guitar, there's been some upgrades done and some changes to what it typically looks like. So what Gbson did is back in 2017, this is a brand new one that was never sold. So it is new, although it is a 2017. What Gbson did is back in 2017, they created what they called the Tribute line. They took like the Les Paul studio specs and they did gold top finishes and burst finishes, as a tribute to the higher end customs gold tops in studios. So this is one of the tributes. It's your standard like studio style Gibson, vintage thickness, mahogany with a maple cap. But as you can see, if you look closely at the binding is just the maple cap. It's not an actual piece of plastic and not the actual binding like they put on a traditional gold top. It comes normally with all the accoutrements you would see on a normal gold top except the poker chip. Doesn't come with a poker chip. It comes with typical witch hat knobs and the gold witch hat knobs, and it comes with a cream pickguard. I've always personally been a fan of the way Doug Aldrich's gold top looks. He's got the black pickguard, black poker chip, and the black accoutrement. So I hit eBay and I picked up some stuff and put it all on there. So you have now a black pickguard. I found these cool ass knobs on Amazon. They're black with like a gold center. They look really cool. And then my boys over at Jalen Guitar, as you can see over here, provided me with their a set of their HB set of pickups. These are their, I guess you could call them their version of like the 59. The original PAF, not the 59 Seymour Duncan, but the original PAF. Killer pickups, and they did them in the cool cream and black zebra for me to match the whole aesthetic of the rest of the guitar. These also have a rosewood fingerboard as opposed to mahogany. You can't really tell, but it's a rosewood fingerboard instead of mahogany. Cool ass trapezoid inlays in I believe this is the faux mother of pearl. They're plastic. And then the cool Gibson standard headstock with the awesome vintage tuners. Killer stuff. And if you notice, it's also satin finish, which is great because glossy guitars are just not cool. So, also, I've had it 3 months, and as you can see, I fucked it up already. But it's okay, because guitars like this look cool when they're beat up. The back is all mahogany. It's got a Gibson custom shop cover on it, just for shits and giggles. I don't know. It was on like AliExpress or something. I saw it, so I grabbed it and threw it on there. This is not a custom shop guitar. I don't try to play it off as a custom shop guitar. I just thought because it was gold and black, it looked cool with the aesthetic of the guitar. So, but yeah, that's the new Gibson. It sounds amazing. I gotta grab something to drink because I'm parched. So this is also not my very first Gibson, my first new Gibson. I've had a couple in the past, bought used ones, but this is my first brand new one. And let me tell you, it's pretty amazing. It's got the slim 60s neck, which is just a breeze to play. Sounds absolutely phenomenal. I absolutely love it. So you guys heard it at the top of the video, but let's hear it some more, shall we? So there you have it. Get new streams incoming. We're going to talk about a bunch of my new gear. As I am... Well, we'll talk about it in the next video. But, yeah. It's good to see you guys again. Hopefully, we'll catch up again very soon. I shall see you guys Friday morning. And if you have any questions before that, please feel free to post them down in the comments. Or save them till next time. I will see you guys Friday morning at 10 PST Pacific. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.